after a intense hiatus due to computer problems, I am here to talk about two new movie trailers that have been announced. Well, one's a teaser trailer, and the other one is the trailer for Superman v Batman: Dawn of Justice. Let's start with saying that I have super big concerns about the Superman Batman movie, mainly because I didn't want a Superman Batman movie. I wanted a goddamn Superman movie that was about goddamn Superman, because Man of Steel, in my opinion, was not very good, and I just feel like it's DC films not being very confident in the character of Superman and feeling like them to make money. Even though Man of Steel did make money, they need to put Batman in there because Batman's, you know, reputation will justify the dark greenness of the tone, all kinds of bullshit. I just don't feel like they're committed to making a really good, really well thought out Superman movie. So to balance that, they just made what I believe to be will be an okay Batman movie featuring Superman and others. It's supposed to be a jump off point for the Justice League, so there's going to be Aquaman in here, Wonder Woman, which is probably the biggest deal for everybody because it's going to be the first time Wonder Woman will be in a live action animated, non-animated movie, and this will be the jumping off point for an official Wonder Woman movie. So that's really exciting in its own way, despite how anyone may feel about the actress. So I already watched the trailer once. I'm just gonna look at it again, watch it again, and go through it with you guys because there are some things I'm just like, alright, let's just go through it together, shall we?
Is a day for truth.
I just want to start off by saying that I really enjoyed the opening with Holly Hunter and Superman kind of flying down. You see all kind of like the illegal alien posters and protesting from other people. I love that. I love that aspect of Superman's character. I like the idea that he is an alien, that he is sort of like that illegal immigrant, and I feel like, you know, in our society right now, I think if Superman did exist, this is how people would feel about him, especially after the damage caused by Man of Steel. And I like the fact that there's consequences for what happened at the end of Man of Steel, because I think a lot of people were saying, hey, this is a lot of fucking destruction and chaos and calamity and no one's really being saved. You know, I think Avengers and Age of Ultron, they made this very active point of trying to show that, like, they're saving everyone, even though that's completely unrealistic, but they're saving everyone. And I think they're like, okay, people complained, let's address this now with this trial with Holly Hunter.
The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for.
But also, like, they're like, we need to know what happened. Y'all know what happened. Metropolis got blown the shit up. Like, what is there to discuss? And I thought that he was doing some expose piece with Lois anyway, but it's okay. I'll admit, the first time this scene happened, the opening shot with Bruce Wayne, I did not know that it was Bruce Wayne or Ben Affleck. I'm like, who's this dude running in the street? What's going on? I'm like, oh, it's Batman. I don't recognize you because it's daylight. I also like that part of Batman's whole thing is his resentment towards Bruce because of why do I keep calling people by his name? Part of Batman, aka Bruce's resentment towards Superman, is based upon the destruction that happened in Man of Steel. That to me is realistic. I think that at least makes some sense of why Batman and Superman would be in conflict, because they have no prior history in this universe. And they did show that Wayne Corp had been affected by the accidents going on during Man of Steel, so that also ties in really well.
That this committee holds him responsible.
And he should be held responsible for it. I mean, you did blow up a whole city. Oh, can we just appreciate that for this movie, which is technically a Man of Steel sequel, even if they deny it, they spend more time setting up Batman and his stuff than Superman. Just putting that out there.
This means something. It's all some people have. It's all that gives them hope.
Okay. And this was the part where I was like, I can't. When you see fucking Superman coming down to the light, like, I know that's iconic. I know people love it, but like, can we just, Superman is not Jesus. He's not Jesus, okay? He is Moses at best, okay? Like, can we just stop? He's not Jesus. The Jesus metaphors are just so, like, especially since the creators of Superman are Jewish anyway, like all the Jesus metaphors, just like there are other religious people, religious symbols that you could pull from that have many ties to Superman. He's encompasses all of those things, but no, it's just always Jesus, and it just like, it looks so dumb. It looks so silly. I mean, maybe in IMAX it'll look cool, but I just, you can't pull it off. It's too much. It's like when he was falling down like this. I'm just like, okay, we got it, guys.
People hate what they do.
Also, I would like to say that I love Amy Adams. Still wish she was a brunette though. Like, people are like, she's too old. I don't give a shit about her age. Lois Lane's a brunette. That's all I gotta say about that.
Stand. Be their hero, Clark. Be their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it. You don't know this world a thing. You never did.
All the Kents give terrible advice to this boy. Like, what I love about Superman as a character is that he is a good person because of his parents. Like, he could have been anything. He could have been a dickhead. He could have been anybody. What makes Superman, Clark Kent, a good person is that he was raised by two good people who instilled good values onto him and made him want to go out and help people. His parents basically say like, blah, fuck these people. Fuck it. Why are you trying to, like, just be happy? And you know, the thing about it too is that on the one hand, I do, and I will appreciate the idea that they're saying that Superman is a hero without gratitude, without needing gratitude from people, because I think that's true. I don't think Superman reacts to gratitude. People just gravitate towards him because he's this hopeful figure, and that's why people, you know, gravitate towards him. And through Man of Steel, there's no reason for him to be seen as that simple now. So if they're basically building it up for that, people will eventually see him as that. Okay, I can kind of go with it. But I do wish that his parents were not so bitter and jaded. I guess that's to make them more realistic for our audience today, but I just feel like goes against the part of what makes Superman Superman. If his foundation are these bitter, cynical people who are like, well, you don't really owe anyone shit, like, that's not what he's about. I don't think Superman does anything because he thinks he owes anyone anything. He does anything because he's a good person who believes in helping people. That's what's important, and I don't feel like the Kents in this adaptation encompass the kind of people who would make a kid feel like that, because they clearly don't think that themselves. And I think that just having Superman organically think that he should help people because he has powers is less realistic than having two parents who tell him to be a good person, making him and helping him grow into being Superman. But that's just me. The ha 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 jokes on you. People have been saying that it's a Robin costume, which I think is interesting because it's like, is there an R in it? But if you guys can, then that'll be great. So right over here, and you can tell me if you see an R in it. I personally don't, but I am not the smartest tool in the shed when it comes to this. So, oh wait, I think I see it. I just need to put it in full field view. That helped. Oh, so if he's got like a Jason Todd in this universe, that endears me towards him. I can admit that. Like, I would care more about Batman if he has his Bat family. I think the Bat family makes Batman human. I mean, his Rose Gallery, his supporting cast, that's what makes Batman good. I think that Batman, while he's interesting by himself, I think he's more interesting because of people that are around him more than anything else, personally.
And they stayed that way. He has the power to wipe out the entire human race.
Bat signal! Whatever, guys. I'm not a Batman fan, so... Well, I am, but not in that way. He's so salty! I'm gonna go with it, but I'm just like, calm down, Bruce. Just simmer down. Also, Jesse Eisenberg, who I love Jesse Eisenberg a lot, but like, his Lex is not doing it for me, and I'm a Lex Luthor fangirl, so I need him to be good. I'm hoping that they're not really showing it well in this trailer, and that he'll eventually kind of grow into it, but just from the scene by itself, I'm just kind of like, not really into this. which is upsetting to me because I love him and I wish that he was better in this role, because I think that doing a younger Lex Luthor is not terrible. I think they'll probably make him like some Fortune 500 young entrepreneur. Like, he'll basically be playing Zuckerberg again in a lot of ways with a more maniacal twist, but I just need him to be bald soon because I love the images that we got of him from Entertainment Weekly. Like, he looked really good bald, so I want bald. Who cares about the Waynes dying? It's over. They've been dead. Wonder Woman! Alright, let's be real. The real reason why this is a movie is a huge deal is Wonder Woman. I mean, we can say Batman, Superman. It's Wonder Woman. People are excited because this is Wonder Woman's first live action appearance. And, you know, is Gail like the ideal Wonder Woman? In my opinion, no. But who, you know, what's funny thing is people are like, well, who would you pick? 90s Lucy Lawless. The movie should have just been made there. Like, I honestly don't know why they didn't do that. And even if they're picking actors from like the actress who played I forget her name, but the bad female villain in Man of Steel would have been a great one. So I don't know, I really am, I'm gonna be positive about it because at this point they have like, I have nothing to compare her to besides an image in my head and the television show, which I've been rewatching Justice League with my brother, and Wonder Woman is kind of hit and miss on that show. Like, I find that a lot of the themes and ideas of Wonder Woman are either like, are very touch and go. They really don't know how to develop her, and I would like there to be more development of her, and I hope they have a good foundation for her, because I'll say aesthetically, she looks good. I mean, when you see her in the shot with her bracelets, and then later on when she has this like, did you just touch me? Did you just, like, that face? Like, I appreciate it, but I don't trust the writing based on the previous movie to feel confident in this movie, but I am hopeful. Not confident, but hopeful, and I want Wonder Woman to be good, because one, I'm going to be buying Mad Wonder Woman merch, because even though she's not my favorite DC heroine, she's an icon and amazing, and she should have had her own movie, you know, decades ago. But now we have her not even having her own movie, but finally getting the attention in the live action world that she deserves, and I'm excited for that, and I'm hoping that's gonna be good. Back to this crap.
He is not our enemy.
Right? Kryptonite! I'll deal with it.
Black and blue.
Yeah. Like, it's funny because you see that big chunk of kryptonite, and like all of the fans are like, yeah, you're smiling at it now, but when all your hair falls out and you have cancer, you're gonna be real upset.
God versus man.
And like the God versus man thing, ugh, I'll get to that in a second.
Day versus night. The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
That's a terrible line. Sorry. So dramatic. Yeah, Dawn of Justice. I mean, they're gonna be best friends at the end of it. I mean, come on. So yeah, God versus man. And you know what I hate too? It's Batman versus Superman. Why can't it be Superman versus Batman? Why Batman gotta be first? Why he got to be first? Cause he human? Okay, I feel like this is my own personal Superman fangirl feels in this moment, right? When I was growing up, I was more of a Batman fan than a Superman fan because Batman was like everywhere. When I was growing up, this is when the animated series was really big. You know, Batman in my life, in my generation, not my lifetime, my generation, there have been more Batman movies than Superman movies. There have been more Batman related products than Superman related products. So I was more exposed to Batman, and my older sister was more a Batman fan than a Superman fan. When I was in like college and like late high school, I discovered Superman again, and I really loved him. And what I love about Superman is that yes, he's got all these powers, yes, he's a good person, but he is human. And I think his powers are there to sort of belie his actual humanity, and I think that so many people are so consumed with the fact that he can do all these amazing things. Like, yes, he can do all these amazing things, but his mindset, his emotional, his psychological makeup is human, because he was raised by humans, and the things that he wants in life are human. He's not like John, aka Martian Manhunter, who is an alien and grew up in an alien society and identifies in that way. Superman is human. The things that he does, the things that he feels, his emotions, all of things are human. His powers are just an added thing. And to me, this idea that he thinks of himself like he's a god because he has these powers is, to me, like, that's not the point. Like, he's not a god. He's a person with these powers who wants to do good things. Batman is not human to me. To me, the way Batman is written, Batman is more of a god than Superman. What they allow Batman to do in media, in movies, and all kinds of things make him more of a god than Superman, because Superman has powers. That's his get out of jail free card. He can do these things because he has these powers. What's Batman's excuse? He's really smart. He's really prepared. How can you be that prepared and just not have people be like, well, you're a god? Batman's more of a god. And it just bothers me that, like, because Batman is human, and you know, that all of a sudden he gets put on this, like, he's great because he's standing up for all of us. I don't see it that way. I don't see Batman standing up for me. I see Superman as that person for me, and I hope that they can at least show a duality between them, and show that they can both stand for similar things, just their ways of doing it are different. It is one of the most frustrating things, because Batman and Superman are best friends. They disagree, they have hardships, they're not always on the same side, but they love each other, they care about each other, they're friends. And I really don't want to see them bash each other out just so we can have them be friends later on. Like, why can't they just can you just sit down and have some tea, just relax, talk? Must they go instantly to violence? I'm hoping that Aquaman and Wonder Woman will bring it, and I'm hoping that this movie will be okay, because I'm gonna go see it because I love the characters. But I am not hopeful. I am more excited for Suicide Squad, and that trailer also dropped. And I'm not gonna go through it again because it was really low quality and there's a lot of, you know, people screaming. I'll leave the link over yes, I will leave the link here so that if you want to look at the trailer for yourself, you can. Suicide Squad, I'm interested in it because I think it can break the mold. However, I wish it was rated R. The casting is pretty amazing. I don't know how I feel about Jared Leto as a Joker yet. He kind of looks like one of the war boys from Mad Max. I'm okay with that in a way, but I am hoping, I know that movie would be fun. You know, Viola's gonna be great as Amanda Waller, even though I'm kind of mad at that she's not fat. Because I love fat, big BBW Amanda Waller. I love her. She's the wall for a reason. I love her, and I wish that she would fit that type, but it's Viola, and we know she's amazing and she can bring it, and she's not traditionally skinny anyway, so at least there's that added bonus of having a bigger woman playing the role. Still, you know, do I wish it was like Queen Latifah? Yes, but am I mad as Viola? No, because Viola's amazing. Margot looks great. I think she's going to be an amazing Harley, at least physically, and acting wise I don't really know what the script's going to be, because the script for Harley could be either fun and get her character right, or be awful and just be every trope that people put onto her. I hope they realize that Harley Quinn is not a suicide girl. She's not a suicide girl, okay? She's not. And I do hope that with Suicide Squad we will be able to get more fun Batman stuff, because there's not a lot of fun Batman stuff. That's the thing about the Nolan movies that I just don't enjoy, is that they're not fun in that comic book funky way that I do enjoy. That's why I like the Burton movies, the first two. Well, those are only two, but that's why I like the Burton Batman movies, because they're fun and they get it. And I would love to see, like, you know, Poison Ivy and the Riddler, all these characters brought to life in the movies now, people not being afraid of it. What I love about The Flash is that they did fucking Gorilla Grodd. Like, that's amazing to me, because I feel like people would be so like, he's a psychic gorilla, and just be like, screw it. But they went with it, and I think that if Suicide Squad does well, they'll be able to go with it more. They'll understand that audiences are here for this stuff, and they want to see these crazy fun adventures. It'll make it more interesting. And so Suicide Squad looks fun. Again, you can check out the link. And as for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, we'll see. Why can't people smile in those movies? Everything's so meh. Listen to Jeremy Irons, aka Too Young to Be Alfred.